This morning. Whoosh!
That's a good one.
Love that song. That is what the holiday spirit's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, time for news at 7:31, brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Anashita and his crew with the Care Compassion and Roadmap to Your Recovery begin. Downtown, we got 50 degrees, waiting on some sunshine, I think. And with news, here's Bill.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everyone. As the 2024 legislative session winds down here in Ohio, we took the opportunity to speak with our state representative, Justin Pizzulli, and we asked Pizzulli to recap his 2024 legislative year.
In review, had the honor of honoring local heroes like Technical Sergeant Grover Lee Swearingen, to securing historic funding for infrastructure and economic development projects in our community, to equipping Ohio universities like right here at Shawnee State with the tools and resources necessary to enhance student safety and create safe environments under my Campus Act. I'm proud of all that we've accomplished together over the past year and a half. We've also had some fun. We're designating Roy Rogers Day as November 5th in the state of Ohio and naming 125 after Al Oliver.
Pizzulli told us as well he's going to continue to fight hard for his constituents in 2025.
I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a very happy and healthy New Year. I'm so excited for what's to come, and I'm committed to continuing to work on policy that spurs economic growth and prosperity throughout the Appalachian region.
We now turn to City of Portsmouth news. As during last night's City Council meeting, the topic of banning tent encampments in the city was discussed. Local activist Abby Spears, along with many others, spoke in opposition to the proposed ban.
For many of our folks in this community, a tent is the only form of housing that they have. It is the only shelter that they have. It is the only thing that protects them from the elements, as well as the only thing that protects the meager amount of possessions, including documents that they often need to seek assistance in any form.
City Manager Sam Sutherland had this to say.
I think we're bringing this out to be cruel or try to criminalize people that are homeless, but we're also trying to work around our resources and keep the town clean. There's no easy solution here for any of us. I know that.
Legislation on the matter was postponed. A teenage student opened fire at the Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin yesterday, killing a teacher and another teenage student in the final week before winter break. The shooter also died, according to police. 4 other students are being treated at local hospitals, with 2 still in critical condition. The suspect was identified by police as a 15-year-old female student, reporting that she died by apparent suicide. And there was a minor earthquake in southern Ohio yesterday. Jay Fox tells us more.
The U.S. Geological Survey reports that a 3.3 magnitude earthquake struck the Buckeye State yesterday morning, less than 2 miles northwest of Chesapeake in Lawrence County. Earthquakes are caused when tectonic plates shift along a fault line and release energy, causing ground shaking. The depth was more than 14 miles below the surface. Chesapeake is roughly 130 miles south of Columbus and is home to almost 750 residents. The tremor was felt in multiple communities along the river, but was considered mild with no damage reported.
For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
I have a little observation I just wanted to share with you. This is just out of nowhere. YouTube and Facebook and all that, they're showing old clips of sports, including baseball.
Yeah.
You've seen some of that stuff?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And I like that because I'm a huge baseball fan. But the funny part is, as you look at some of these old clips, there's 2 things I've noticed. That every Major League Baseball player back in the era of the 40s, the 50s, you can even go back even further than that, they all look like they're like 50 years old. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you go back, Babe Ruth looked like he was 60 when he was in his prime.
There are reasons for him looking that way.
And the other thing is, when you watch pitchers back then, at the time they were taken, I'm sure, on film and reels, how slow they pitched. I mean, they're out there and you watching a guy like, I don't know, somebody from the 50s who was supposedly pretty good, and he's throwing the ball in, looks like it's a 35-mile-an-hour fastball. I go, wait a minute, I could hit that.
Well, some of those guys could hum it, man.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that those old vintage films, maybe it's just the fact that it's film that makes it look so slow and makes them look so old.
Well, I think it's that, and plus the wind-ups.
Yeah, they had those crazy little wind-ups.
Oh, it'd take forever, yeah. Almost
Yeah.
like the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
But just a little observation, because I've been seeing so many of these things pop up here lately, and compared to the high-def stuff we have today of sports, that maybe that's it. But you can't take away from the fact that the ball players back in the 40s and 50s did look a lot older, didn't they?
Absolutely, they did, yes.
I will rest on that one. All right, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Bill Show. As we get up and go this morning, and this brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Inashita, where the care, compassion, roadmap to your recovery begin. The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Inashita. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve, to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Inashita and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Inashita as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information, from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Inashita by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, that's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begin. 7:37 and good morning. Downtown we got 50 degrees and ONN.
This is ONN.
I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. Vistra Corporation revealed that the Perry Nuclear Power Plant in Lake County spilled as much as 78 gallons of chemically radioactive water onto the ground in 2024. According to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the cause was manipulation of a lid on a nuclear waste container. Cobalt-60, a cancer-causing agent, was in that spill. Cleveland.com reports the incident happened on October 14th and that the spill was within allowable limits. Storm drains and adjacent streams are being monitored for contamination. NAMI says we all need to monitor mental health this holiday season. Jeff Smith and Melissa Andrews with ONN affiliate WTOL-TV in Toledo explain with Mariah Kurnawa of the Toledo NAMI.
Experts say 90% of Americans who die by suicide are living with mental illness, and 47% of adults ages 18 to 29 struggle with depression and anxiety. Those struggling should seek support and resources before seasonal affective disorder, also known as seasonal depression, sets in.
Really making sure that we pay attention and sort of slow down and just check in on people.
Hey, if you or someone you know is struggling, get help by calling the National Alliance for Mental Health.
Tomorrow is the last day to ship first class at the post office to make sure gifts arrive for Christmas. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
Thank you, Jay. Jay answered that for me because I made that little observation there a few minutes ago. When would be the last day to get something in the mail to get it there by Christmas?
Well,
That Jay, he looks, he's got my back, you know?
even with that, though, is there a guarantee? I don't think there's any guarantee.
No.
I mean,
No.
come on.
They try.
They try. They will try.
We'll try.
And
to
it
get
doesn't matter whether we're talking about one of the shipping services or
Right.
the United States Parcel Service or who we're talking about there. You know, when it comes to mail, things happen.
Except if you're Jeff Bezos, 2 days guaranteed delivery, but that's okay.
Maybe that's the drones over New Jersey. They're just dropping off packages.
There you go. All right, sports is here, brought to you by Call Your Home Medical. Don't forget they're at 1661 State Route 522. Home Medical is their game. Give them a call at 574-0327. And once again with sports, here's Chuck.
Thank you, Steve. Last night in the NFL, it must have been the giving season because the league provided us with a pair of Monday night football games. The Vikings were victorious over the Bears 30-12, and the Falcons held on to defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 15-9. In boys high school basketball last night, South Point was a winner over Coal Grove 56-46. Chesapeake defeated the Gallia Academy 47-32, and Fairland topped Rock Hill 60-20. In girls high school basketball yesterday, Notre Dame knocked off Northwest 45-30. Eastern Brown was victorious over Valley 38-19. Clay was a 58-23 winner over Western Pike. Greene defeated Sims Valley 67-40. Piketon prevailed over Jackson 49-34. Raceland was triumphant over South Webster 59-45, and Rock Hill defeated Fairview 64-21. Tonight in men's college basketball, the Ohio State Buckeyes will entertain Valparaiso for an 8 o'clock tip-off. You can hear that contest live on Fox Sportsmouth, AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Pre-game coverage will get underway at 7:15. The Shawnee State men's basketball team will play Weber International today at 4 o'clock in Lake Wells, Florida. In other men's college basketball news, a local player did quite well yesterday for the University of Pikeville. Freshman Jace Copley, who graduated from Valley High School last spring, had 9 points, a steal, and a rebound in U-Pike's 130-70 win over the University of Virginia Lynchburg. Last night in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Nets 130-101. 7 Cavs scored in double digits. Evan Mobley led the way with 21 points. Miles Martin is a local boxer competing at Nationals in Richmond, Virginia this week. It is his first national tournament. He is an 8th grader at Portsmouth. Bo Mayo from the Hard Knocks Training Center says Martin is a great athlete as well as an outstanding kid and student. Martin is in the 165-pound junior division. He will be competing Friday during the noon session in the championship bout. This can be streamed for free on usaboxing.org. For more info, follow Hard Knocks Training Center on Facebook. Chris Mowry has officially been named Shawnee State's first ever All Great Lakes Esports Conference recipient. The sophomore was named second team All GLEC. Mowry is a graduate of Thornville Sheridan High School, a 45-minute drive from Columbus. His game of choice is Super Smash Brothers. And finally, the Marshall Thundering Herd men's soccer team came up just short in its bid for a national title. Marshall fell to Vermont 2-1 last night in the College Cup National Championship. This marked the second time in program history that the Herd soccer team had played in a national championship game. Marshall won it all back in 2020. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:42. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
All right, and thank you, Chuck, and brought to you by Calder Medical, 1661 State Route 522, right across from Kroger in Wheelersburg. And they're there for all your home medical. They will set it up a variety of situations free for you. And we got traffic weather together next.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
Traffic is service of your friends at the river. 1024 Gallia Street. They're going to be there again when those doors open at 11. You can start smelling the fun at 10. As we have a boil water advisory, this is going to be for the 2000 block of Charles Street this morning. We have a 6-inch main that went down, and that area has got about 10 services, but it's going to be brown water or no water at all. We've also got some other things happening today. We've got Milldale Road, that in Harrison Township, got a closure there today and tomorrow, day and night. That's going to be right there between Bonzer and Timber Hollow. Also, crack sealing today will be going on again today. Fort Hill in Clay Township and Maple Manor in Clay Township will have traffic maintained with signals as they get the guardrails installed. So if you see something we need to know about, give us a call, 354-1993. Traffic service of the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather a service of A1 Auto Glass, which now has a windshield calibration machine used to recalibrate all of the safety features in the windshields of foreign vehicles. This used to have to be done at a dealership after installation, but now you can save money by getting it done at A1 Auto Glass in Portsmouth.
First alert forecast from WSAZ. Any early clouds depart, back to sunshine on the day. It actually feels pretty good in the afternoon with highs in the mid-50s. I know we're getting close to Christmas, but a springy feel for shoppers is a delight. Overnight tonight, clearing at first and then clouds arriving. Temperatures initially dropping to the 30s, but rising to the 50s again on Wednesday with periods of rain coming back to town. I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And downtown right now, I think we're going to wait on a little sunshine. Hopefully it's 50 as we get up and go.